I went into depression during the COVID period because I was on my own, and you know, it was just a bizarre kind of situation. And while I was still kind of trying to kind of make sense of how do kind of I cope with this whole situation in terms of COVID, George Floyd incident happened. And in a way, overnight, I just felt, I was woken up from a deep sleep. And I realized that over the years, I had become so disenchanted with the sector because I have worked in the arts and in the field of diversity and equality all my life. And it wasn't until George Floyd incident happened that I realized that how far back it had actually thrown me in terms of despair, about any change happening, because I had withdrawn myself and I had, completely focused on just Sangeeni and its work, and rather than participating out there and kind of making sure that the agenda is still, on the table, because I just felt, what's the point? But it was only when George Floyd incident happened, I just felt, hang on a minute, wake up. The world is, we need to work. We need to continue kind of shouting about it. And that overnight kind of catapulted me into, becoming more active again. And straight away I plunged into work, Sangeeni's work. And I secured funding. That's how, the money began coming in, and we employed workers. And of course, we found that the Bangladeshi women were really going through huge traumatic, situation. So support for them, and that's it. I just became this person that I had lost all these years ago. So that was the major impact, and since then I hadn't stopped, because after that, I've always been very good friends with activists like Rosie and, Kath and, and many others. But, I began to engage in those conversations again, went through a training on Black feminist leadership. And it just just feel like, why didn't I do that all those years ago? Because, to have that sense of identity as a Black woman, which slowly is eroded when you're working in a sector which is predominantly white. And all the time you have to make a case as to why you're in the room. So in that sense, whilst I know pandemic was a very kind of catastrophic event on humanity, but at a personal level, I just felt alive. It brought me back to life. It gave me a purpose as to why, I need to look after myself more and not kind of allow myself to vanish because of somebody else's incompetence. So, and then of course this project, was also ongoing, and that gave us a chance to talk about, the work that we've been doing. And I must say, past 2 days have been very emotional for me, because I've been looking at photographs and all those documents and stories that we had stored for last, 19 years. And, yesterday I burst into tears thinking, did we really do all of this? We weren't being activists. We weren't doing it because, we have to change the world. We just wanted to change, the world just around us, just a little bit. But slowly, kind of feeling that what we had done has made so much more difference into others' lives as well. That sense of realization that, my God, we've been at it without stopping or thinking about it was very, very moving for me. And, I was yesterday, and very humbling at the same time.